Peace be upon you, my friends. How are you? Today I have a new video on my channel. Please subscribe, like, and comment to receive all that is new. This channel contains movies and series. Please subscribe.
Lila was a kind girl. She had a secret. Lila could see dreams, not just her own dreams, but the dreams of everyone in her village. Every night, as she closed her eyes, she would be transported into a world of dreams, where she could see the hopes, fears, and fantasies of her friends and neighbors. It was a magical gift that she cherished deeply. She saw them like little movies. Each dream was unique, filled with vibrant colors and whimsical characters. Some dreams were happy, filled with laughter and joy, while others were sad, filled with tears and sorrow. But no matter what the dream was about, Lila watched them all with a sense of wonder and curiosity. They floated around her village. The dreams would drift like clouds above the rooftops, casting a soft ethereal glow over the village. Lila loved to sit on her windowsill and watch the dream clouds as they floated by, each one telling a different story.
One day, Lila saw a funny dream. It was so amusing that she couldn't help but laugh out loud. The dream was filled with silly antics and hilarious situations that made her giggle uncontrollably. It was Mr. Thompson's dream. Mr. Thompson was the village baker, known for his delicious bread and pastries. He was a kind man with a warm smile, and everyone in the village loved him. He was the village baker. In his dream, he was in his bakery, surrounded by the sweet smell of freshly baked bread. But this was no ordinary day in the bakery. In the dream, he baked a giant loaf of bread. It was the biggest loaf of bread Lila had ever seen. It was so big that it barely fit in the bakery. It was as big as a house. The giant loaf of bread was so enormous that it towered over the buildings in the village. The villagers gathered around, marveling at the gigantic creation.
Lila giggled. She found the dream so funny and delightful that she couldn't stop laughing. The sight of the giant loaf of bread and the reactions of the villagers were just too amusing. She wanted to see more dreams. Lila was always eager to see what other dreams the night would bring. Each dream was a new adventure, a new story waiting to be discovered. She skipped down the lane. As she walked through the village, she couldn't help but smile. Thinking about the funny dream she had seen, she felt a sense of joy and excitement, knowing that there were many more dreams to come. She wondered whose dream she would see next. Lila's gift was a special one, and she couldn't wait to see what other magical dreams awaited her. Each night was a new opportunity to explore the world of dreams and discover the hidden stories of her village.
Mr. Thompson was a jolly man. He loved to bake. He wished he could share his bread with the whole world.
Lila peeked into his bakery. She saw him kneading dough. He was humming a happy tune. Lila knew his dream was about sharing. She smiled.
Lila knew everyone loved Mr. Thompson's bread. His dream was to make everyone happy. Next, Lila saw Mr. Harris. He was the village blacksmith. He was strong and brave. His dream was different.
Mr. Harris dreamed of making a beautiful gate. It was for the village entrance. He wanted it to be strong and welcoming.
Lila thought the gate was a great idea. It would keep the village safe. It would also show everyone how special their village was. Lila skipped to the village school. Mrs. Green was the teacher. She was very smart and kind. Her dream was about her students.
Mrs. Green dreamed that all her students could fly. They soared on paper airplanes made of their homework. They flew over mountains of books.
Lila laughed. Mrs. Green wanted her students to be free. She wanted them to learn and explore the world. Lila had an idea. She would gather everyone together. They could share their dreams with each other.
I have a surprise. Tonight we will share our dreams.
The villagers were curious. They came to the square that night. They brought lanterns and blankets. They were ready to listen. Lila told everyone about the dreams she had seen. The villagers were amazed. They had never heard such vivid and imaginative dreams before. Each dream was like a window into a world of endless possibilities, and the villagers couldn't help but be captivated by Lila's storytelling. Her dreams were not just ordinary dreams. They were filled with colours, emotions, and adventures that seemed almost real. They had never shared their dreams before. It was a new experience for everyone. and it brought a sense of unity and excitement to the village. People started to open up about their own dreams, and soon the village was buzzing with stories of hopes and aspirations. It was as if a new chapter had begun in their lives, one where dreams were not just personal, but a shared experience that brought them closer together.
Mr. Thompson dreams of a giant loaf of bread. He imagines a bakery filled with the aroma of freshly baked bread, where people from all over come to taste his creations. His dream is not just about baking bread. It's about creating a place where people can gather, share stories, and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The giant loaf of bread symbolizes abundance and the joy of giving.
Mr. Thompson blushed when Lila talked about the giant loaf of bread. He had always been a humble man, and hearing his dreams spoken out loud made him feel both proud and shy. The villagers cheered and encouraged him, making him realize that his dream was not just his own, but something that could bring happiness to everyone.
I admit I want to share my baking with the world. Mr. Thompson's voice was filled with passion and determination. He spoke about his love for baking and how he wanted to create a bakery that would be a beacon of warmth and community. His dream was not just about making bread, but about creating a space where people could come together and feel at home.
And Mr. Harris dreams of a beautiful village gate. He envisions a grand entrance that welcomes everyone with open arms. The gate would be a symbol of the village's unity and strength, a place where people could gather and celebrate their shared dreams. Mr. Harris's dream is about creating something that would stand the test of time and be a source of pride for generations to come.
Mr. Harris smiled shyly when Lila described the village gate. He'd always been a man of few words, but his dream spoke volumes about his love for the village. The villagers could see the passion in his eyes, and they knew that his dream was something that would benefit everyone. They rallied around him, offering their support and encouragement.
It would be an honor to build something so important. Mr. Harris's voice was filled with emotion as he spoke about his dream. He talked about the hard work and dedication it would take to build the gate, but he was ready for the challenge. The villagers cheered and offered their help, making him realize that he was not alone in his dream. Together they would build something beautiful and lasting.
When Lila finished her project, everyone in the village was excited. They all had dreams and aspirations that they wanted to achieve. The sense of accomplishment was palpable, and it inspired everyone to think about their own goals. They wanted to help each other make their dreams come true. The villagers believed that by working together, they could achieve much more than they could individually. This spirit of collaboration was the cornerstone of their community.
Let's help Mr. Thompson build a bigger oven. He's always wanted to bake more bread for everyone, and with a larger oven he could do just that. Imagine the delicious aroma of freshly baked bread filling the air every morning.
The villagers decided to work together. They knew that by pooling their resources and skills they could accomplish this task more efficiently. Each person brought something unique to the table, whether it was strength, knowledge or creativity. They would help Mr. Thompson build a bigger oven. The project became a symbol of their unity and determination. Everyone pitched in, from the youngest children to the oldest elders, each contributing in their own way. Then he could bake more bread to share with the entire village. The thought of having enough bread for everyone brought smiles to their faces. It was more than just bread. It was a testament to what they could achieve together.
And we can gather materials for the gate. Mr. Harris has always wanted to build a beautiful gate for the village entrance. It would be a grand welcome for anyone visiting our community.
They would help Mr. Harris gather materials for the gate. The villagers spread out to find the best wood, metal and other supplies needed for the construction. It was a collective effort, and everyone was eager to contribute. Together they would make it strong and beautiful. The gate would stand as a symbol of their hard work and unity. It would be a lasting reminder of what they could achieve when they worked together side by side. Mrs. Green was delighted. She knew that by working together, her students would learn even more. They would learn about collaboration and community.
This is wonderful. Our students will learn so much from this.
And so, the village thrived. They built a bigger oven, a magnificent gate, and most importantly, a strong community.
Dreams are better when shared.
Lila's gift had brought them all together. She knew that with everyone working together, any dream could come true.
Before the end of the video, I ask you to subscribe to the channel to receive all new updates. My friends, please support me